I stuffed a V8 engine into a personal watercraft. And then put a turbo on there. Possibly inadvisable. Earlier this year, we lost our third engine on this machine. Instead of rebuilding it the right way, we did it the more backyard do-it-yourself way. Now the question you'll be wondering is, does the engine survive when we get it out there on the water? Or will we lose another engine?
That sucks. Of course I'm out here flying solo.
So come along for the ride as we dive into our third day back testing on the LS V8 Turbo Personal Watercraft.
Another day of testing here. It's not ideal conditions, but it's enough to get out there, make some passes, and look at the data. It's still set at 5700. I did a lot of adjustments from the data I collected yesterday. But helmet on because we might be going kind of fast, and the reason I wear a helmet is that if a bird hits me in the face, it's not as terrible. Yeah, I don't strap the helmet because if you, well, that's just the whole thing. I don't strap the helmet. It just fits snug on my head. Running good so far. It seems a bit, how do I describe it? Before there's been a little dip in the acceleration. Gotta turn it off while I go over this grass. Previously there's been a little dip when you accelerate, but I was able to kind of see that in the data and try to iron that out. And my goal is to get my map to the point where there's no short-term or long-term fuel correction, or how they call it in the Holly is you know what, I can't remember what they call it. It's like closed loop correction and learn, but I'm trying to get it so I don't need any of that stuff on my fuel map to have it be spot on. It is windy out today, so the audio is gonna be tough. These windy days, yeah, it's tough. It's not as bad when you're moving, but the talking parts. But I'm sure you guys can see I'm in some weeds right now, so I gotta float over to the main channel before I can take off. Alright, so yesterday we went 71.9 maximum speed, and we weren't really going for any speed runs, but that's just what we did. We're not really going for speed runs today either, but it'd just be fun to see where we're at. I'm expecting to at some point max out the RPM that's in the tune right now and see what kind of mile per hour that gives us. And right now our max is, I think we're at 57 or 5800. Startup was good. Itself, or if it's struggling to maintain idle. I know from experience. Oh man. Air inlet temperatures are 80 degrees right now, 82 degrees. Coolant temperature 103. It cools down fast on a run because it pumps way more water. Air fuel ratio is at 13 right now. Our base target is 13.6 right now. When we get up into the tower, I have the air fuel set forward to like an 11. At the top end it's 11, but we start getting into the boost, I'm pretty sure it's in the 11s. I just don't want to idle at 11 AFR. Everything seems good. I'm going to change the camera angle for this next little pass. I don't know if I said it was 80 miles per hour on that pass. Holy cow, did it have some serious pull. Still need to go through the tuning and stuff, but I just wanted to say that we went 85.4 miles per hour on those last runs, and that's not a final speed, that's just where we're at about 85 miles per hour at 5,500 RPM. And we already know it's around 95 miles per hour at 6,400 RPM. So I think around 7,000 RPM is where we're going to hit the speed that we want to get to. I'm going to zip out there real quick, make another run, get a little more data, because of course I adjusted stuff. Everything has been on the rich side, so we're erring on the side of safety, but I need to get some more data on those higher RPMs like 5,500 so we can continue to tune. It's not nice out there, but gotta go get some data. Gets us what we need. Hopefully I don't forget this thing out here. I won't forget. Okay. That's my fuel pump running. All right, here we freaking go. Okay, maybe not. Oh, that's just great. Ah, joy. The absolute joy. Note to self. Check the fueling for hot start. Yeah. Whew. Let's go on a little adventure together. Oh, there we go. That feels better. Of course, I'm out here flying solo. And, yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough battery to try to start it even when it cools down. So I guess I'm not testing the seat off. Whatever, I was trying to test airflow. I was just thinking maybe the hull couldn't flow enough air into it when the back seat is on. But of course, with the back seat off, there's tons of airflow into the hull, and the back seat is right near the turbo. So I don't know why I didn't think about it at all today. I usually run without it, so that's just kind of annoying. But yeah, so when the ski sits, it gets hot. So if you take it on a run and then you let it sit, it gets hot. It's not hot in the sense of too hot. It just heats up more than it normally does when you're out running it. And then of course that changes the startup. Let's see, it might start. It cools down a little bit. See what our temperature is. 148. Yeah. Sometimes you need a minute to just be alone with your thoughts. Almost like a vacation. But yeah, there is a ski heading towards me at a reasonable pace. It looks like a wave venture. Doesn't want to start when it's kind of warmed up, and then I just kind of ran out of battery. So yeah.
So basically, it's not exciting.
It's not exciting or interesting, and it just is something that's slowing me down. It's like, I need to get back to work on this thing. And
is that back seat doing anything for you?
no, I was gonna take it off on my runs today, and I forgot.
Gotcha.
I'll drive. Okay. We made it back.
Yep.
Thanks for the ride, Jacob.
Oh, 1000% welcome.
I got into a bit of wiring last night while I was waiting for the battery to charge. I knew that the fuel pump relay needed to be sort of, how do I describe it? It needed to have the wiring cleaned up a little bit. Not to say that it was a problem, but it was not great. So I have wiring stuff still laying around everywhere, but battery is all charged up. And I guess we should see if this thing will actually start or if it's totally toast. You can tell it's a little bit weird, but enough of that. Yeah, I'll just get the laptop on there, kind of see what it's thinking. So I'm out here adjusting the fueling stuff. I do have a fuel table now for when it heats up. Before, mine was pretty flat. So we have
some adjustment there now. And you can tell that it's really not that loud unless you get right up close to it. I'm about to make some data so that I can get on my computer and see how well it's following the fuel curve.
So day 3 did not go all that well, but we're still in it. The thing is not toasted yet, so we're gonna keep going until it either blows up or we go over 100 miles per hour. So make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss what happens next with the LS V8 turbo personal watercraft. And there'll be a video here somewhere that you can look at. It could maybe be the next one when it's available, or a different video that you guys might like. Yeah, I also hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'm really looking forward to getting this thing back out there on the water.